Imagine walking into a Dallas-Fort Worth airport bathroom and seeing a completely new kind of washing station. Not a regular sink, not a shower, but a low-level basin specifically designed for Islamic ritual washing. That is now planned for one of the busiest airports in America, and the decision is already triggering a heated debate online. But here's the part that many people are missing: the project isn't simply about religion. It's also about what happens when thousands of travelers use airport bathrooms every single day. Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport is planning to install 2 Islamic ablution, or Wudu, stations inside existing bathrooms in Terminal D. According to project details provided to Texas regulators, one station would be placed in the men's restroom and another in the women's restroom. The project is privately funded and is expected to cost about $300,000, with completion expected by the end of 2026, according to the information provided for the project. So what exactly is Wudu? In Islam, wudu is a ritual purification performed before prayer, and it includes washing parts of the body, including the feet. For Muslim travelers, that can create a very practical problem inside a conventional public restroom. Standard sinks aren't designed for washing feet, and trying to do it there can send water onto the floor, around the counter, and into areas that were never designed for that kind of use. And that's where this story gets more interesting. The argument being made in support of the DFW project is that dedicated basins could actually solve a sanitation and safety problem. Instead of travelers trying to lift their feet into standard sinks, the low-level stations would give them a designated place to perform the ritual while keeping water closer to a drain. Supporters say that could help reduce wet floors, protect bathroom counters, and potentially lower the risk of someone slipping. This isn't entirely new territory for American airports. Chicago O'Hare already lists Juma ablution, or Wudu, facilities among the amenities available at its airport chapel. DFW itself is also not starting from zero. In 2019, the airport announced that its Terminal D Interfaith Chapel had 2 ablution stations next to the chapel for ritual purification. So the new proposal would expand a type of facility that already exists at DFW rather than introduce the concept to the airport for the first time. But once news of the planned restroom stations began circulating online, the reaction became much more political. Some conservatives criticized the idea, questioning why an airport would spend money on facilities specifically associated with Islamic practice. Others pushed back against that criticism, arguing that the stations should be viewed primarily as an infrastructure and safety improvement rather than an attempt to promote a religion. Conservative activist Ryan Fournier was among those defending the project online. He argued that people should look at the practical issue before jumping to conclusions, pointing specifically to wet floors and damage that can occur when people wash their feet in ordinary sinks. His argument was essentially this: if a large international airport knows travelers need a particular type of facility, why not build it in a way that is cleaner and safer? And there is a bigger question underneath all of this. What should an American airport look like when it serves travelers from dozens of cultures and religious backgrounds? Airports aren't just transportation hubs anymore. They're places where millions of people with completely different customs, languages, diets, medical needs and religious practices pass through the same buildings every day. DFW is especially important in that conversation because of its enormous role in international travel. The airport already operates an interfaith chaplaincy with chapel locations throughout its terminals, including Terminal D, where the airport says its mission is to provide spiritual support to travelers and employees regardless of faith or background. At the same time, there's a detail worth keeping in mind before drawing conclusions about the $300,000 figure. Public project records show several separate Terminal D construction projects, so the exact scope and accounting of the ablution station work should be distinguished from other Terminal D renovations. The project information supplied for this story identifies the ablution work as privately funded, but public records should be followed as the construction moves forward. Ultimately, this debate may say less about a bathroom fixture and more about how modern airports are adapting to a changing and increasingly international traveling public. For some people, these stations represent religious accommodation. For others, they're simply a practical plumbing solution. And for DFW, the real test will be whether the finished facilities actually deliver what supporters promise: cleaner bathrooms, fewer wet floors, and a better experience for travelers. The stations are expected to be completed by the end of the year, meaning the controversy may not end with the announcement. Once passengers can actually see and use the facilities, the debate will likely shift from what people think they represent to whether they work as intended. And that may ultimately be the most important part of this entire story. If you found this update helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Unix Media, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest news. Thanks for watching.